Many of you, if you're like me, use a mobility aid to get around in your day-to-day life. Well, I've got something exciting to share that could be a game changer for us, so stick around. Most of you have probably heard of the ADA. That's the Americans with Disabilities Act, and it gives a lot of protection for people who have disabilities. And as I was going through this website, I stumbled across something that I wanted to share with you, and that is the requirements for mobility aids. And you'll notice that it says other power-driven mobility devices. And so I got to digging a little deeper in this, and I'll save you the read here. But we'll go down here, and other power-driven mobility devices is a category that can change things for us. Now, I'll put the link for all of these websites that I'm going to share with you, but it's important to note that it says in recent years, some people with mobility disabilities have begun using less traditional mobility devices. And one of the things it shares is golf cars and Segways. Now, Segways, they got a picture down here that you've probably seen before, the two-wheeled balancing, self-balancing. And it's interesting that they have that right on this government website for the other power-driven mobility devices. And so what it has done is that it has given us the choice. And so the acronym they've given it is OPDMD. It says is defined in the new rules as any mobility device powered by batteries, fuel, or other engines that is used by individuals with mobility disabilities for the purpose of locomotion, including golf cars, electronic personal assistant mobility devices such as Segways, or any mobility device designed to operate in areas without defined pedestrian routes, but that is not a wheelchair. So when an OPDMD is being used by a person with a mobility disability, different rules apply under the ADA than when it is being used by a person without a disability. So what that means is that you and I can pick what we want to use for a mobility device. And so it gives us some options. It says under the new rules, covered entities, that's the facilities where you go in, the grocery store, the big box, says those entities must allow people with disabilities who use wheelchairs, including manual wheelchairs, power wheelchairs, and electronic scooters, and manually powered mobility aids such as walkers, crutches, canes, braces, and other similar devices into areas of a facility where members of the public are allowed to go. So if you have a disability, you can go anywhere that the public is allowed to go. But this is a key point. It says, in addition, covered entities, or these stores, must allow people with disabilities who use any OPDMD or to enter the premises unless a particular type of device cannot be accommodated because of legitimate safety requirements. And such safety requirements must be based on actual risks, not on speculation or stereotypes about a particular type of device or how it might be operated by people with disabilities using them. So you get to choose what you want to use to go into these facilities. Now, granted, you're not going to drive a golf cart into Lowe's or Menards or to Walmart, but what you can use are E-Trikes. Now, I've talked about E-Trikes before, And I'm going to pull some of these up and show you. Add Motor has one, and these are smaller sized so that you can drive them around in the grocery store. And if it's got a basket in it, put your groceries in the basket, pull up to the counter. So Add Motor's got their City-Tri E310, and it folds, so it's something that you could fit into the back of a van. You could stick it in the back of a pickup. Now, I believe all these that I'm going to show you are folding. And then Electric has their XP trike, and it's along the same lines as Add Motor. It's a little smaller, and so it's also a folding. Then we have Mooncool, same kind of size. So everything I've showed you this far, they're all folding. Then we go over to 630, and this one caught my attention because they actually show this model being used inside of a store where you can receive services. So this guy's in an ice cream shop or a restaurant, it looks like, getting himself something to eat, getting a coffee, whatever it is. And so the difference with this one, and I'll scroll up to the top here, is that the wheels on this are much smaller. And the reason that that caught my attention is because having a smaller sized wheel on the bike almost makes it look like it's not like the others. And so this one folds, it's got smaller tires, it's got basket front and back, and they're even advertising it as something that you can take into the store. So with the ADA rule of being able to use other powered devices, this is a serious option for us. Now, there's one other one that I wanted to show you that I stumbled across, and it doesn't have as small a wheels as the last one, but this is by Liberty Trike. It's folding also. The only difference with this one than the other ones, I think, is that it has this one does come apart. It also folds, and so if you were limited on space, if you go check out Liberty Trike, they've got a channel on YouTube also. I think he shows how that all comes apart, but it's front-wheel drive instead of the rear-wheel drive. But the one that really caught my attention was this one that is by 630. I'll throw all the links in this, but it's exciting to see that this model with a much smaller tire on it almost lends itself to no one even questioning it, especially if you threw a handicap tag on the front of it. And it gives you the opportunity now that if you're close to the market or close to the store, instead of having to load the thing up in the vehicle and drive the vehicle there and unload it, you can ride this to where you're going, ride it in the store, do your shopping, and then ride it home. So nice option, I think, is available for us now. So I wanted to share that with you because this could be a game changer. And once again, I'll go back to this ADA requirement. It says that these facilities, they have to allow these things in there. And so you may at first run into some resistance, you may not, but if you do, have this, it'd be good to print out this page, and I'll put that link, once I said it, in the description, so you can print it off and keep it with you. This is a protected activity for people with disabilities. And so this is really nice for us now. This other power driven mobility devices. So leave a comment down in the below and let me know what you think about this, or if you're already using something that is similar, that is outside of the traditional wheelchairs, mobility scooters, walkers. I'd like to hear about it. And if you've come across any other of these E-Trikes that would kind of fit in with that 630 with the smaller size wheel, let me know also. So thanks for watching. I'm Jerry, and I'll see you next time.